Hello, hello. Welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I am your current teacher, Ms. Howard, and today we're going to be using the fifth grade math, illustrative math curriculum to review Unit 2, Lesson 7. This is a summary of the lesson. It's not going to be the complete lesson. We're going to be solving word problems about multiplying whole numbers by unit fractions. All right, so here's our first problem that we've created. Mason, Kaylee, Carter, and Lauren have to run a total of 7 miles on the track for gym class. How much does each student run? So we have a total of 7 miles that we have to run on the track, and there are 4 students. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I did was I pretty much, I'm showing you one of the ways that we are getting ready to model this. So we can draw one complete rectangle, excuse my rectangle, and we're going to say there's a total of 7 miles that will be represented by this rectangle. But there are 4 students, so I know I'm going to partition my box into fourths, and I like my pretty representation up here. And I actually put the name of the students in each box. So each student is going to represent one of the 4 boxes. So here's my expression that I would write. I have a total of 7 miles that need to be shared. Let me write that out because I want everybody to be clear about how to write this. So I have a total of 7 miles that I need to run, and I have 4 people. So just like the previous lessons, I share it with 4 people. Let's move this over. 4 people. So it's similar to the sandwiches situation where you have a certain amount of sandwiches and you have to share that sandwich with a certain amount of people. So I have a total of 7 miles. I should have written miles over here. 7 miles, because now it's going to be sloppy. 7 miles to run, right? And I have to share it with 4 people. All right, hopefully that makes sense. So this is one way that we're going to express this. Let's go ahead and also let's write out how we would write an expression for this. We have 7 total miles. We have 7 total miles that we have to share with 4 people. Now, for the purpose of this lesson, we're going to ask you to identify the different ways you can represent this word problem. Here's one way that we're going to ask you to represent it. And here's another way that we'll ask you to represent it, just giving us 7/4. We could also ask you to draw the diagram. Okay, that's another way. All right, let's look at some other problems here. All right. Mahari ran 1/4 the length of his race, which was 7 miles long. Okay, so let's go back and take that same idea that we talked about in the previous slide. We draw a rectangle, which I did right here. And at the top, I'm going to write 7 miles because that's the total that we have that Mahari has to split. Now, it already told you that the fraction that he has to run is 1/4 of it. Well, that should tell you that this is partitioned into 4 pieces. So let's just go ahead and put Mahari's right here. Mahari. And Mahari has to run 1/4 of that mile. But we don't know how much that total will be of the 7 miles. We just know he's running 1/4 of it. And what that basically means is to think back to our previous example, we had 4 names listed there. This time we only have Mahari. So we'll have Mahari and 3 other students who will be running a fourth of a mile each for the 7 miles, for a total of 7 miles. So let me go ahead and write the expression again. So I have, or they have, I should say, they have to run a total of 7 miles. That's what they're going to be sharing. So they have to share a total of 7 miles. And it's Mahari ran 1/4. That means all of them are running a fourth. So again, I drew my box. I partitioned my box into 4. And so one part of the expression that you're going to need to identify is, first, do you know how to write the expression? You need to know what you have. You have 7 miles that you have to share. Okay. And a second part that you will need to know is, what will be our final answer? Well, you should know that the amount of the total amount has to be split. So let's go ahead and label those pieces. Total to be shared. Let's delete that and let's see if we can make that bigger so that you guys can see that clearer. Okay, so total to be shared. That's the top number. And then our bottom is going to be amount of people sharing. Okay. And again, we are taking the 4 from knowing that Mahari has to run 1/4. That 4 as a denominator tells us what we're splitting this into, 1/4. All right. So this is the second way that we want you to be able to identify this. A lot of students make the mistake, and they'll write a 7 divided by 4, but then put an answer of 4/7. So again, know what your numerator and your denominator represents. The numerator represents the total amount being shared, and the denominator represents the amount of people sharing it. So that's another way. Another way that you could represent this problem is by taking his 1/4, and his 1/4 is basically 1/4 of 1 mile, or 1 whole mile. So 1/4, and they have to run a total of 7 miles. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you could draw 7 rectangles and partition it into fourths to represent 1/4. So basically, this is Mahari's. I'm just going to write an M for Mahari. This is Mahari right here, Mahari right here, Mahari right here, because he ran 1/4 of a mile there. He ran 1/4 of a mile here. He run fourth of a mile here, and he ran 1/4 of a mile here. So he did that 7 times. So I would write another way to write this. I can write 1/4 times 7. So that's where the multiplication could come into play. Now let's go ahead and solve for that. We can say, represent the number 7 wholes as 7 over 1 as a fraction by just putting a 1 as a denominator. I'll multiply straight across. So 1 times 7 equals 7. 4 times 1 equals 4. So again, we're coming up with the same answer, but as you can see in this strategy, we use division. With this diagram representation and this strategy, we made 7 whole boxes. 7 whole boxes represented 1 mile each, and we partitioned it into fourths and labeled Mahari as 1/4 of all of those. And as you can see again, we came up with 7/4. Okay. Here's another thing I want you to pay attention to. We can also take a look here. I'm going to just shade some items here. Excuse me. Move that there. Move this there. Sorry about that. I had a coughing attack. I want to go back and elaborate more on what I meant with the previous example that I just shared. All right, let's say I took this blue piece and let's change it to blue so you can see the representation. Let's say I shaded it right here and I moved this blue piece right here and I shaded it right here. And I took this blue piece up here and I shaded it right here. As you can see, this is one whole completely shaded, and this is represented by this. So we have 1/4, 4 times. Again, in order to make a whole number a fraction, I put a 1 as the denominator, and 1 times 4 equals 4, and 4 times 1 equals 4. So that's 4/4, and that gives us 1 whole equals 1 whole. And as you can see, it's 1 whole that's shaded, but 3/4 remaining. 1, 2, 3 of the fourths remaining. I wanted to make sure everybody saw that because you're going to see this as one of the options as well that you can choose from to represent 1 3/4. Okay. I do thank you so much for watching. If you did not, I don't think I'm going to share these. I might share these. Yes, I'll share these documents so that you can be able to have a better understanding of how we write fractions and understand the terms. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe so that we can reach more students who need to understand how to understand fractions, solving for fractions. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on our next video.